Colin came back today to do some yoga with us. But where do you want to go? You want to say hi?
Hi.
All right, we're going to get started. How would you like to start? Child's pose? Okay, Colin wants to do child's pose. But this time, let's have our knees to touch. Have your knees to touch. Have your big toes to touch. And just lean forward and then press your hands behind you with your palms up. And place your forehead on the mat. And take a deep breath in. And out. One more breath in. And out. And now send your hands forward towards the front of the mat. And if you need to, open your legs a little bit. And press your hands so much into the mat that your elbows come up, but open your hands wide. So open your hands really wide. Press your hands into the mat. Pull your shoulders back and just melt into the pose. One more breath. Now open your legs wide like we usually start, and then come and sit into the pose. Feel the difference from how it felt in the beginning. I prefer this pose a little bit more with my legs open wide and my big toes to touch because I can really sit into it. But it's your preference. Now walk your hands to the right side and press your hips to the left. Really press your left hip into your heels and just breathe. Don't think about what happened today. Don't think about what's going on tonight. Just be here for you. And then walk your hands to the left and send your hips to the right. And just breathe. One more. Now walk your hands to the front. Send your right arm up towards the ceiling and then thread the needle and send that right arm underneath. We did a lot of arms today. So let's just sit in the pose and open up our shoulders. And press your hand down. So send your right hand down towards the mat and your left hand towards the mat. And then switch sides. If you want, you can send your left arm up and then send it underneath. And send your left hand down to the mat. And breathe. Now press your hands to the mat. Send them to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Now come up to your knees. And send your right arm up towards the ceiling. And send your left hand down your side. Now let's give a little side body stretch. We usually do this when we're standing. Let's try doing it while we're on our knees. And send your heart up towards the ceiling. Switch sides. Oh, sorry. Switch sides. And then send your left hand on the side and your right hand down your side. And send your heart towards the ceiling. And now send both hands up towards the ceiling, little back bend. And then bring your hands down. Now send your right arm over past your shoulder. Let that shoulder come down. And then send your left hand. You can send it however you like. Like if you want to put it by your bicep, above your elbow, or on the like in between like your forearm. Just get a little stretch. We did do a lot of arms today. And then send your right arm behind your head, like pat yourself in the back. Give yourself a little pat. And now lean over to the left side. And now back to center. Now send your left arm over, and then send your right hand on your forearm or on your bicep and tricep. Just stretch it out. And now send that one behind your back, like you're patting yourself on the back. And breathe. And now lean over to the right side to really stretch out that side body. Now come back to center. Now place your hands behind your back and send your hands towards the back and feel that stretch. You can look up. One more breath. Release. Now let's go into tabletop. And then round your back towards the spine. You should hear a crack. I know that feels great on my back right now. Then release and look up towards the ceiling. And if you did Stacy's core before this, you can totally feel it. Inhale, round your back. Exhale, release. Inhale, one more time. Round that back as much as you can. Press your spine up towards the ceiling. And breathe. You can stay here a little bit longer, or you can just release and look up and go for one more. Inhale. Exhale. Release. This time, if you want, shake your butt a little bit. Open up them hips. And then ground down into your hands, come into flat back. And then send your right hand towards the front room. And then your left heel towards the back. Grab your foundation. Stay. Send your thumb up. Flex your foot like you're stamping the back wall. Pull that core muscle in. Now inhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, elbow to your knee. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, elbow to your knee. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Now send it back and stay here for 3, 2, 1. Send both hands down and your knee down. Now send your left arm towards the front and your right heel towards the back. And act like you're stamping the back wall. You're okay. You have enough room. And just stay. Send that palm down to the earth, the knee to the earth. Now bring your elbow to your knee. Exhale. Send it back. Inhale, elbow to your knee. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, elbow to your knee, and then stay here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, send it back. Now stay here for 3, 2, 1. Send your hands down to the mat and your knee to the mat. Tuck your toes, and then send your hips up high for downward facing dog. Your first one of the day. And now send your drishti, that's your gaze, in between your feet. And send your shoulder blades towards send your chest towards your chest. And just breathe. Sorry, I think that the music was a little loud. Now send your chest towards your thighs, sorry. Bend your knees a little bit to send your hips up higher. And just breathe. again. Now come high on your toes and send your heels towards the right side. Come back to center. Now send your heels to the left side. Feel that body stretch. Come to center. Now come high on your toes and send your heels closer to the mat and really press down into the ground, into the mat, and just breathe. Now come high on your toes and walk your hands to your feet and come into ragdoll. So you're going to walk to the back of your mat and you're going to grab opposite elbows and just sway. And then send your hands behind your back. And if you want, open up your shoulders. Let your heads hang. And then send your hands to the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold, extend it out and send your arms up high. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Now walk out to come into high plank. And stay. Pull the pit of your belly in. Roll your shoulders over your wrist. And stay here. For 3, 2, 1. Now slowly lower to low plank. And hold this. Really use your arms. I know you hate me from today, but let's go. We can do this. Upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. High on your toes. Bend your knees. Jump or step your feet to your hand. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extend them out and send your arms up high. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Inhale. Exhale. High on your toes. Bend your knees and jump or step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended out and send your arms up high. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back to high plank. Or step back. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Inhale. Exhale. High on your toes. Bend your knees. Jump or step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. This time, open your feet about hip width apart and come into chair. If you want, send your hands to the mat and sit low, and then bring your chest up. Send your left hand down to the mat and your right hand up for a little twist. You can send that right arm behind your back and breathe. Or send them up. Come back to center. Now send your right hand down and your left hand up. 1 more breath. Now come back to center. Now slowly toe heel your feet together. Sit a little bit lower and just breathe. Forward fold. Halfway lift. High plank. Send your hips right up for up downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Set that right foot in between your hands. Send your knee onto the outside of your pinky toe. Square out your hips. And then send your arms up. Someone's tired. And just breathe. You can look up towards the ceiling. Give yourself a little back bend. 1 more breath. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side, warrior 1.
Mondays is a self
Alexa's talking to us. I don't know why.
Alexa, stop.
There's never a dull moment. Now bend that front leg and then send your knee towards the outside of your pinky toe. Sit a little lower, square out your hips, and then send your arms up high. You can send your drishti up and go for a little back bend. One more breath. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right side, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Send that knee out towards that pinky toe. Press down in that back blade edge of that foot. And really ground down. And if you want, try something new where you open your legs a little bit more and really get into it. And sit low. Send your drishti in, like your middle finger. So you're gonna send your drishti right through your middle finger. Don't give it to me. Just send your drishti there. You're gonna flip your front palm and come into reverse, where you send your hand up towards that ceiling. And then your left hand down your leg. One more breath. Back to warrior one. Windmill your hands, come into high plank, and then send your hips up high. Left side, warrior one. Step that left foot in the front. Send your arms up high. Open up to warrior two. Try it this way, where you open your leg a little bit more and really sit into it. Send your drishti over your middle finger here. And your knee out towards your pinky toe and ground down on that back blade edge of that foot. If you want to try something new, lift all 10 toes. And stay here. Get into your feet. And then flip your front palm and come into reverse. And send your drishti up towards the ceiling. And just breathe. Let that right hand slide down your leg. One more. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Take 2 breaths here. One more. High on your toes. Bend your knees. Jump or step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Have your hands to touch. Lean forward and then twist to the right. And just breathe. Come back to center. Sit a little bit lower and bring your hands to prayer and then twist to the left. And just stay. Stay there and breathe. Is that better? Can you guys hear better? I just turned the radio off. I'm sorry. I think the TV was messing you guys up. And then twist. And then come back to center. Sit a little lower. Can you see what they wrote? And then release. Open your feet about hip width apart. If you have no socks on, grab your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe. What? Needs a no? And just let your heads go. Hi. Okay. Let your heads go. And send your hips up higher. Now send your hands underneath your feet for gorilla pose. Walk your feet up towards your wrist. And then wiggle your toes a little bit to give yourself a little massage. Now send your hands down and slowly toe heel your feet together. Halfway lift. Forward fold, chair pose. Hi, Linda and Dave. And sit low. Forward fold, halfway lift. High plank. to that front foot and come into warrior three. So really concentrate on that front foot. Bring your hands next to your head. And if you're courageous like Colin, you can do it on a block. Now slowly come back into warrior two. Flip your front palm, come into reverse. And now send your right elbow down to your right knee and your left arm up. You can stay here. You can send your arm around your back, or you can come into a full bind or a bird of paradise. Do you. Have fun with it. And just send your drishti up towards the ceiling and breathe. One more. Now send your right hand down to the mat and your left hand up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back into warrior two. And straighten your front leg. Lean towards the front. And then send your right hand on the outside of your ankle for triangle. Or if you want, you can put your hand on the inside. Whatever feels best in your body. Is the ball attacking you? Now send your right hand towards the front and your left hand over. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Now pigeon toe your feet and then fold. Send your hands underneath your nose or on the outside of your ankles. And just breathe. Just let your heads go. If you have really like a tight neck, look under your right armpit and then your left. Just let it go. If you need to, do little circles. And then come all the way up and face the left side. So we're going to send our feet to the back of your room. And your left leg is going to be forward. And you're going to come into warrior one. Open up to warrior up 2. Monica, you're going to call me out. Come back to warrior one. Ground down into that front leg. And come into warrior 3 on this side. I'll do it the other way. Now ground down into that left foot this time. And really send them arms next to your head. Lift that foot a little bit higher and send that pinky toe down. Now slow and control, come and open up to warrior 2. Flip your front palm, come into reverse. Now send your left elbow down and your right hand up. Inhale, send your hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, open. If you want, half bind or go for a full. And really look up towards that ceiling and open up that heart. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Now send your left hand down to the mat and your right hand up. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Now open up to warrior 2 on this side. Straighten your front leg. Lean towards the front. And send your left hand on the outside of your ankle or on the ground in front of your foot. Whatever feels best on your body. Or grab a block. Bring the earth to you. You can send it high or you can send it on the low side. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands and come into high plank. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing. Come into high plank. I won't make you do push-ups, I promise. Send your hands into a T. Bend your right hand, and then send your right foot over your left leg. And you're going to stay here. Or you're going to send your right arm behind and open up that chest. Hi. And just breathe. Now come back to center. Now send your left hand next to your chest and then send your left leg over. And really ground down and open up that chest. Send your hand behind your back and open up even more. And just breathe. One more. Now come back to center. Bring your hands next to your side. And let's go up into one locust. So you're going to press your hips into the mat to lift your hips off, or your body off. You're going to stay here. For 3, 2, 1, come down. Now we're going to send our left hand towards the front room, and you're going to bend your right leg. So you can send your hand on the outside of your foot, and we're going to come into half bow. And stay here for 3, 2, 1, come down. Switch sides. Now you're going to send your right hand towards the front. You're going to bend your left leg and send your foot. You can send your hand on the inside of your arch of your foot, or if you want, just grab your ankle, wherever it feels comfortable for you to grab. And then you're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, go up, and stay here for 3, 2, 1, release. Windshield wiper your feet. And then grab the outside of your ankles and let's go for a full bow. So you're going to bring your knees together and you're going to flex your feet and you're going to come up. And really open up that chest. Open up them shoulders and stay here for 3, 2, 1, release. Windshield wiper your feet again. And then press back into child's pose. And just breathe. And since it's hump day, let's do 2 camels. So if you have a block, put your block between your thighs. And you're going to send your hands behind your back. And if you don't have a block, that's okay. Just tuck your toes. Send your hands on your lower back. Press your hips towards the front room and then lean back. You can keep your hands on your lower back or you can reach for your ankles. Whatever feels great on your body, go for it. Just open up that chest and then back. And for 3, 2, 1, come up. One more, because a camel has what? 2 humps. 2 humps?
1,000.
It has 1,000 humps? Oh man. Now you're going to press your hips towards the front and lean back and stay here. For 3, 2, 1. Tuck your neck and come up. And now we're going to set up for bridges and wheels. How many? 2. Apparently he likes you guys. You're going to do 2. So we'll start off with our first one as a bridge and then we'll do a wheel or a bridge. So now you're going to ground your feet into the ground and lift your hips up. If you want, you can bring your arms together, your hands together, and then send your palms together, and then send your hands back and just open up that chest. And we're going to stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. And since Colin likes you all, we're going to go right up into bridge or wheel. And only doing 1 more. So let's go. No holding back. What made you come here tonight? And send yourself up for 10, 9, get back up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going, 3, 2, 1, come down. Have the soles of your feet to touch and open up your legs. Colin you all. Send one hand on your heart, the other one on your belly, and just breathe. If you want, you can close your eyes. One more breath. Now blink your eyes open and send your hands on the outside of your feet and come into happy baby. Massage your back. I know my back has been bothering me from sitting in the dining room all day. We're on a phone call. My shoulders hurt from being on calls all day. All right, I know I did Stacy's camp and we have core tomorrow, but we gotta get it in. Now send your feet together and send your heels up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands behind your head and pose for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees to a 90-degree angle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your feet to the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Send your jersey up towards the ceiling. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now send your knees to the right side and bend your legs. So bend your knees and send them to the right side and then pose up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up to the center for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now send your legs to the left side and pose 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now send your feet to the ground for the center for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let your neck go. Take a breath in. Now bring your shoulders off the mat and keep your legs bent. And then we're going to reach for our ankles. So look up towards the ceiling. Pull that pit of your belly in. Really get that core muscles all fired up. And then we're going to go to the right, left, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Hug your knees in. Now send your feet up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands next to your side. Pull your shoulder blades off the mat. Drop your right leg, then your left. Right, left for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down to a hover. And then we're going to do little scissor kicks for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now cross them over. Right, left, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug them. Now let's go for a reverse bicycle. So you're going to send your right leg out, and you're going to keep your left leg straight, and you're going to lean over to the left side, then to the right. So reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug them in. And you have to go for a regular bicycle ride. So left leg straight, right leg bent. Hands behind your head, left elbow to your right knee for 1, 2, 3, and come into high boat. We won't stay long. Low boat, high boat, hands of prayer, and then twist for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Low, high. Now crisscross your feet, and however you can get there. Let's get to cobra. So send your hips to the mat, and then just rise up a little bit. Feel that stretch. Let them shoulders go down your back, and just let it go. And you can look up. Just want to stretch out that core. And then tuck your toes, and send your hips up high. And then lift your right leg, and come into half pigeon. Or you can do figure 4. I like half pigeon because it really opens up my hips. But it's completely up to you. You're going to send your right foot towards the one wall, your knee towards the other. You can walk your hand down to the mat. And then send your head down. And just let it go. You only have a few more minutes, so just breathe. Now walk that, send that back foot around your side to the front and come into double pigeon. So you're gonna send your left foot over your right foot, right knee. And you're going to flex your feet. Send your hands on your hips. So send your hips down to the mat. You can bring your chest up high and you can really feel that stretch. Or if you want, you can lean forward to even feel it even more. And just breathe. Now send your left foot towards the front. And bring that right foot back for a half pigeon on the other side. And square out your hips. You can really feel it in your hips. And just let it go. Two more breaths. Now bring that back foot around and come into double pigeon on this side. And if you can't get into double pigeon, just cross your legs. And flex your feet and stay high and press your hips into the mat. And then use your chest to lean forward and really feel that stretch. Two more breaths. One more. Now open up your legs like you're in a straddle. Ground down first. Then we're going to send our right arm down towards the mat. So you can keep your hand on, you can keep your right arm down, or you can even send your right hand with your forearm up and your palm up, and then just lean your left arm over your head to reach for your right foot. And send your heart towards the ceiling. And if you can't touch your toes, that's okay. I can't either. I'm not flexible that way. You can be like Colin, and you can touch your toes. Just send your heart towards the ceiling and just open up. Switch sides and send your left arm down. And then send your right arm over. Or if you want, you can even send your left hand towards your foot and then reach over to get more of a stretch. Send your heart towards the ceiling. Come back to center. Now send both feet towards the front. Send your hands up towards the ceiling and then fold. If you want to and you need to, bend your knees, it's okay. Just send your chest closer to your thighs. This is a great back stretch. And send your drishti towards your knees. And then butterfly. So bring your feet in and do a little butterfly on the ground. Use your elbows to open up your legs. You can open up your legs. And then pretend that you have like a little book. So your feet are like a book. And just lean forward. It's like a book. You read it? Yeah. 2 more breaths. Now come back onto your back. And if you have a block, send the block underneath your back. Or do Colin's favorite, where he goes right up into shoulder stand. That's Colin's favorite. I don't know what Colin's doing now. But you can send your feet up over your head.
I gotta get up now.
And send your toes toward your face.
Skill is full.
Or go right into a headstand. I do it just like the blood to go the opposite way. If you're on shoulder stand, send your feet over your head. Don't kick your kid in the head. And then death man's pose. Bring your knees around your forehead. And then slowly roll 1 vertebrae at a time and come down. What happened to you? Now bring your knees into your chest. And bring your right knee to your chest. And bend your right leg over your body. And send your left arm, your right arm straight. And just feel that stretch. So keep your hands in a T. Now send your drishti on the opposite side. And then come back to center. And then grab your other leg and bend it into your chest. And then send it over. And really feel that stretch in your butt and in your arms and in your... Now back to center. Now hug both legs in. And then grab the outside of your feet and come into happy baby. Do a little rock and roll. Feet together, and then send your hands over your head and do a butterfly on the ground. So have your soles of your feet to touch, open up your legs, and send your hands over your head and just melt into the ground and just let it go. One more breath. Now send your feet towards the ground, so come into Savasana and just let it go. Just relax. Start to relax your feet and your legs. Let your hips melt into the mat, your back. Now let your shoulders just go. Let them melt into the mat. Let your arms be heavy. Now finally let your head just go. Think of a happy place. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and send your hands over your head. Stretch out your right side. Really stretch it out. Feel that whole side body just stretch. And now go to the left side and and really stretch it out where you can feel it in your stomach. Now both. Now send your hands to the one side of your room and send your feet to the other. And really open. Now hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug and roll over to the right for fetal position. Fresh start, new beginning. Take a deep breath in and out, and slowly come up and face the front. Send your hands to prayer center and then send your hands to your third eye. Thank you all for coming out and practicing with Colin and I. We hope you guys have a great day. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you. And then if you guys were going to come in for the book club that we're going to start, we're going to do it. Voorhees is going to have the book club on Tuesday at 8. And Mount Laurel with the lovely Casey is going to have it on Sunday at 1 p.m.